thinking kind of like Brian. I'll go 2003.
Brian says 2001. Erik says 2003. The answer is 2000.
Yeah.
So Brian wins. So that's one drink Erik is owed when he finally starts drinking. So if you count at home, he owes us is what it sounds like in English. 3 drinks. All right, clue number 4. Number 1 show for this year was Cheers. The number 5 show was The Cosby Show. Number 14, Full House.
97.
Erik says 97. Brian, your thoughts?
Subtract maybe like 10 years off that at minimum, but I'm going to say 1987.
Brian says 1987. Closest to the pin, Brian would be right. 1990. Brian ties it up 2-2. Erik, you owe us 4 drinks now when you drink again. Here we go with clue number 5. The Cosby Show was number 1. Cheers was number 5. Miami Vice was number 9.
Fuck you, James.
Brian, your answer.
$1985.
Brian says 1985. Erik?
Oh. Well, Brian seemed pretty confident. So I'm going to go 1989.
Erik says 1989. The answer is 1985 on the nuts.
Yo.
So Erik owes us 5 drinks when he drinks again.
It's going to be an event.
Hold on. I got to fart.
We should get Erik some tequila.
We're going to get you some tequila.
Oh, shit.
All right, clue number 6. ER was number 1. Friends was number 2. Frasier was number 3. All NBC shows went 1, 2, 3 in this year.
Well, it was definitely the 90s, so.
ER, Friends, and Frasier. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck you, James.
Brian, your guess.
1997.
Brian says 97. Erik?
Where do you go? See, seem to think Frasier is early 90s, late 80s.
You got to think Cheers was late 80s, early 90s, and then Frasier was the spinoff.
So it would have been like, I'll go 1999.
I need you to get this right because I'm thirsty. The answer was 1998.
Oh.
Brian, you went 97, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we split that point. I will take a half drink.
On a split point, James finishes his drink. New rule by Brian.
Nobody wants that. So Brian is up, what, 4 or 3.5 to 2.5? I don't know.
Are we tied?
I don't care.
It's 2.5 all. Wasn't that the 5th clue?
I don't know. It was the 6th clue. I don't know. Don't ask me. There's math involved.
What a fucking host you are.
Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Clue number 7. American Idol was number 1. House was number 8. Dancing with the Stars was number 3.
Fuck you, Gumby.
Erik, your answer?
2005.
Erik says 2005. Brian?
What were the 3 shows? American Idol, House, and...
Dancing with the Stars.
And Erik guessed...
2005.
He guessed 2005.
$2004.
Brian says 2004, and Erik wins. It was 2006.
Wrong side.
2006. All right. 2 left. Clue number 8. Roseanne was number 2. Home Improvement was number 3. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was number 16. Eric.
1996.
Eric says 96. Brian. Roseanne, Home Improvement, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
94.
And Brian wins. That would be 1992 was the answer. My birth year. The best year for anybody to be born. All right, here we go. Last clue. I don't know what the score is. It doesn't matter. I still got a drink, I think. Even if I don't, I'm going to take one anyways. All right. Friends was number 1. CSI was number 2. Everybody Loves Raymond was number 4.
Fuck you, James.
Brian, this is when you say something. What?
2004.
Brian says 2000 plus 4. Eric?
I'm going to do 2003.
Eric does 2003, and he wins. It was 2001. Brian, what else happened in 2001?
The Yankees won the World Series, right?
Yeah, the Yankees won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No, the Yankees lost the World Series to the Arizona Diamondbacks.
2001, yeah.
Diamondbacks ended the dynasty.
I was living in Phoenix in 2001, so don't come at me with that 2001 fucking Arizona Diamondbacks shit. Fucking Randy Johnson, Kurt Schilling, Steve Finley, and players to be named later. That's all I know.
Luis Gonzalez.
And Luis Gonzalez, yeah, he was the home run derby champion that year.
Craig Counsell,
the guy that I emulated my batting stance from, and now he is the skipper.
That's why you never made it past in-house.
No, I was playing baseball, and my coach came up to me. He goes, I was going to tell you to change your batting stance, but then you started hitting. I went 5 for 5 one night. And then
what happened after they took the tea away?
And I started crying because I really wanted tea. I wasn't really a coffee guy, but I went 4 for 6.
And then his parents started chanting, "T-ball baby, stick your head in gravy."
Wow, sounds like you've heard that before.
Every time you're up at bat.
I went 4 for 6.
Yeah, because we shouted at the T-ball babies.
I went 4 for 6 the next night. I went 3 for 4 the night after that.
I know you're trying to brag here, but you talking about in-house baseball is just hilarious.
Oh, look at me. I played traveling baseball, and yet I don't play for a professional baseball team, says Brian.
And you don't hear me brag that much. So
I'm just saying I emulated my batting stance from the current Milwaukee Brewers manager, Craig Counsell, former Arizona Diamondback World Series champion. And my baseball coach told me that he was going to tell me to change my batting stance, but then I started hitting.
Told you.
You what?
Somebody's dad told you.
Yeah, Kyle Hoffman's dad told me. I don't even know if that guy's still alive.
Yeah, who knows?
That's why I used his full fucking name, because I don't fucking... Nor will he ever hear this.
Exactly.
Like, his dad...
Nobody will ever hear this.
I will tell you, Eric, Nate was on my same team, on the same team as me. And so was D. St. Peter.
Oh, yeah.
And Nate was promised on our last game of the season that he would pitch. And he didn't. He wasn't. The coach said, "No, you're not pitching." And he went to his dad, who was an assistant coach, and started crying.
Oh, no.
So...
Oh, that's one I haven't heard before.
Yeah, I will... And this coach was such an asshole. I made a spectacular catch in center field. I don't know how I made it. I just ran it down, stuck my glove up, made the catch.
How most catches are made?
Yeah, like it was zero skill, 100% luck. And I made the catch in center field, and it was for the third out, end of the inning, and I'm jogging back to our dugout, and the coach goes, "That's going to be on Sports Center tonight." And I get to the dugout, and he asked me for my autograph, and I said, "Nope." And he looked at me.
It was the one time in your life that you were going to get an autograph.
He looked at me like I was the world's biggest asshole, but he was such a shitty coach. He was trying to get me away from my Craig Counsell batting stance when I was going 4 for 5, 3 for 4, 5 for 6 every fucking night. Fuck him. Doesn't know a damn thing about baseball. Except for it's round with red laces. This is when Brian is supposed to talk.
Did we lose Brian?
I wish.
Oh.
Did you actually work today or no?
Yeah, I had to go in for a little bit.
I'll go in you for a little bit.
That was weird.
And then he's getting ready for the Packers game tomorrow.
Are you going to come over and play tomorrow?
I don't know.
Yes, you are. Brian.
Hmm?
I find you sexually gratifying.
That's a weird thing to say.
All right, Brian, I'll hit you up later. I'm going to edit this episode and post it.
Bye, Brian.
Okie doke. All right.
Have a
Peace
good night.
out.
Your face is ugly.